What up, YouTube? Agent Persuasion here with my boy Slim.
You already know.
Yep.
Still on the grind.
Already. We're here at YCS Salt Lake, here with the top 8 duels. What's your name and what you play, bro?
Logan Johnson. I played Trickstars to top 8.
Ooh.
I finished undefeated in Swiss.
So you almost broke that XO
Almost
curse,
broke
bro.
the curse. Couldn't do it.
Alright, man. Let's get into this profile, bro.
So I played 3 Candina, 3 Licorice, Lily Bells, all standard. And I played 3 Droll, 2 Ash for my hand traps, and that's all the monsters. 3 Goat, 3 Stage, 3 Terraforming. It's also standard. And I played 1 Desires and 1 Duality. The reason I only played 1 is because I'm not playing any other monsters like Honest or Eater of Millions or Reborn or anything. So like I can't really afford to banish. Like I can't, if I resolve 2 Desires, like I'm gonna lose that game 100%. And I played Duality because I play like 17 traps. So I can always just Licorice on their like draw phase or whatever. But usually keeping Candina is just way better than like summoning this on your turn, because like if they go, so if you don't summon this, you lose 400 damage to begin with. But if they go scale, then that's 800, so you gained 400. So then when they search, you just play this, so you like effectively gained like 800 or 1200 damage. Most people just summon the Licorice. The traps, played a lot of them. Played 3 Reincarnation, 3 Torrential, 3 Strike, 3 Heavy Storm Duster. So this was the best card by far, because they would just set their hand every time. To play around Reincarnation, I just hit 2 cards. It's almost a blowout. Like every time I resolve this, I think I won, except in my top 8, of course. 2 Blazing Mirror Force. This card was super good.
Oh, man.
Because like a lot of the times, like I'll Torrential a Magician board and they'll negate, and they just go to battle phase and try to kill you, and I'll Blazing like 6 monsters. Or like Blazing plus Strike, or Blazing plus Torrential, or Blazing plus the 2 Rivalry that I'm in, can out any World Chalice board. It can out any Magician board, because you just negate the Vortex and they can't chain anything else in response. And this card's also like the nuts against Invoked because they play no traps, so they can never negate it with Mechaba. It's the nuts versus the Mirror if they don't hit it with Stage, because you're gonna hit like 3 Licorice every time. The only deck that is kind of bad against is Lightsworn, but my entire deck is bad against Lightsworn, or 60 card deck. And then Judgment.
So that's 40 cards?
Yeah, 40 cards. And then I'll do my extra. I played these 2 as my Cherries target, Electromite and Seraph Knight. This is obvious, and then this was just because I have a really bad 60 card matchup. So if I can stop the Brilliant Fusion, like their deck doesn't really do that much. Unless they draw Grass, obviously. Then I played Link 1s, these 2. It doesn't really matter, like I could have played 2 of either of them, but just having the option for both is better. I played 2 misses because under Rivalry, Scapegoat tokens are Beast, and this is also Beast, so I just make 2 of these. If I have Goat, they go to 24, and I can just put them back with themselves. I can also put back Link Spider if I need to. I played Nin and Ib for the Scapegoat combo. I only did this like 1 time maybe. It was okay. Holly and Crimson Heart. Holly's probably the best card in the extra deck. I summon this more than anything. And Crimson Heart is like just really bad, but like when you're losing, it can be a Hail Mary. You just try to draw, like draw what you need. Because like anytime where you're up 2,000 life, you're already winning anyways. And when you're down life, it's a +1 for your opponent, so it's almost never good. It's almost never the right play unless you're like super far behind. Kaushik was really good. Like twice people messed up and they put something in the Akashic Zone and I just bounced it, but I can also Reincarnation a Candina and then summon this and bounce my Candina and normal summon it if I don't have a Candina already. Topologic and Borreload. I never made this, but it's there just in case, because you can just pop their field with Reincarnation and Goats on their turn. Then Borreload I only made once, but it was really good. Break Sword. It's just a catch-all, can out anything basically. I actually think I only made it once. Most of the time I was just making this Grand Pulse, because anytime I'm making Break Sword, it's almost always to destroy spell or trap, like Iron Wall or Anti-Spell or Diagram. So if I make this against True Draco, everything but Masterpiece is 24, so they can't kill it unless they have Masterpiece. So almost always I'm killing a diagram and I'm killing like a floodgate, and then I'm still having this too, and I don't have to pop anything with break sword. And then also it kept coming up against the 60 card deck where they would make the double Omega field, and I'd have Candina Licorice, and I couldn't do anything against it. But now I'm just making this and walling that for like 4 or 5 turns if I can. And then the side was the third Ash and an Ogre. A single Twin Twister. This was going to be a third evenly, but I decided to do 1 twin because this hits the mirror match a lot harder. And I would, if I see 2, I don't really want to see 2 evenly, but I'm okay seeing 1 evenly and 1 twin because I can evenly and set the twin and like hit their field spell on their turn. I did 2 kaijus. I didn't want to draw multiples. I don't think slumber board wipes are good, so I just did 2. This one was the wrong choice because it's level 7, and they can overlay for the Odd Eyes card. So I should have just played Godarla. I mean, it didn't really matter. I only side 1 against magicians anyways, but in the case like Draco Metal foes, I do side in both. Obviously, I can bounce these with the Koshik, so if I get to 1, I can use it multiple times. 3 cherries. This is my like win condition going second against magicians. 3D barrier. This is the blowout going first. This is the best card. It like has protection to evenly, has protection to Twin Twister, Cosmic, everything. There's almost no way they can play under this card. And then this was the best card, Call from the Grave.
Brand new.
I sided it every time I went first against everything except Draco. Because even if they don't have the hand trap in their first 5 cards, if their 6th card is Ash, that means they can stop the reincarnation on the Droll loop, on the Droll hand loop, so I can guarantee the hand loop goes through and they lose everything. And if they didn't draw a hand trap, I can do this on Dark Worm when they shrine, or like if they Twin Twister discard Dark Worm, I can chain this and just banish the Dark Worm right there. And then like if none of that happens still, I can worst case scenario hit the Odd Eyes Exceed and let them not summon Vortex. And that was the entire deck.
Any shoutouts you want to give, man?
Yeah, shout out to Pai Gaming. Shout out to Manav, Danny, Destin, Tristan. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everyone who helped with the deck and borrow cards, basically.
For sure, man. Congrats on getting that top 8, bro.
Thank you.
And thanks for the deck profile, man.
Yep.